Welcome back to Yachtworks. In this video, let's discuss taking care of your prop and running gear so we don't end up looking like this, or like this, or even like this. Now, if you get any kind of growth on your prop and your running gear, you're definitely going to have problems with speed and propulsion, fuel consumption. You'll waste a lot on fuel, and it could possibly lead to even more serious issues. So if your boat spends a lot of time in the water and you don't want to have to constantly dive on the boat a lot or pay a diver to clean your prop over and over again, let's discuss some other options to limit that. But first, I'm briefly going to clean the prop and show you how I do it. So in order to clean the prop, I use Barnacle Buster, scouring pads, high grit sandpaper, and Barkeeper's Friend. And if you have a ton of fouling, you might want to use some wire brushes to get the initial major barnacles off. Now, I do recommend to all boaters to keep some Barnacle Buster on hand. It will save you a ton of time when dealing with marine growth in multiple situations and applications. For instance, without this stuff, you might have to spend a lot of time dismantling cooling systems or any sea strainers or water pumps, for example, and then have to spend a considerable amount of time cleaning them out, when you could just cycle this stuff through. Or maybe you just have a lot of marine growth on the bottom of your boat or your dinghy, and you want to save time getting that growth off. Well, this stuff is what you need. It makes those jobs so much easier, and I'll show you how it works on the propeller here. So these white circles you see here are actually calcium platelets that the barnacles secrete, and these are really difficult to get off. Even a pressure washer will struggle to get these off. And so this is where the Barnacle Buster really comes in handy. So what you want to do with the Barnacle Buster is you kind of want to wet sand those platelets first. That way you kind of open them up, and that way the acid of the Barnacle Buster can get in there easier and detach them from the prop and kind of dissolve them so that they're a lot easier to come off. You can see and even hear the calcium platelets reacting to the Barnacle Buster.
See all the little bubbles coming up? It's going to work on those.
After letting the Barnacle Buster do its job, you can see how easy the calcium platelets come off. Once you've got things looking pretty good, then you can come in with that Barkeeper's Friend and make it really smooth and nice and shiny. I recommend the Barkeeper's Friend to use on any brass, bronze, stainless steel, or any other metals, and it's safe and cheap to use. Eventually, I got the prop looking pretty good again, and she was ready to be protected. Now, before putting the prop back on, I made sure to grease the spinner hub and inside the prop really good with a generous amount of grease. I recommend using the Lubriplate 130 AA, and I'll link that in the video description with everything else if you need to get some. So from my experience and through a lot of research, the absolute best protection you can give for your running gear that I know of is prop speed. If applied correctly, prop speed will typically provide protection for upwards of 3 years plus. Now, it comes out of New Zealand, and they got some secret ingredients in there, and they've concocted a pretty amazing product down there. I highly recommend it, as there's countless reviews saying how great it is at keeping growth off, and boats I've seen haul out with it have been completely clean. Now, it's important to follow directions carefully when applying prop speed, and I'll try to make a video on that next chance I get, but I'll link another helpful video or two in the video description as well. Now, in this video, we'll be applying another option that won't last near as long as prop speed, but it does work, and it's quicker and easier to apply. Definitely easier on the wallet. And that is Pettit's Prop Coat Barnacle Barrier. It contains a high percentage of pure zinc. It can be used above and below the waterline. It bonds well to all metals, and it's a great corrosion inhibitor. Not only can you use it for running gear like I'm doing in this video, but also on through holes, transducers, trim tabs, etc. As you can see, it comes in an aerosol spray bottle and in a liquid quart option. I'll be using the spray bottle, but a lot of people actually prefer the quart and brushing it on, as with spraying you might waste more product and it's thinner when it comes out. If you see any negative reviews on this, it's usually because the old bottles used to get clogged, but they've since fixed that issue with a new can and new sprayer. It has a good shelf life though, and with the quart, you can store any leftover for other applications or for the next time. With the quart though, I recommend getting some drill mixers, as the zinc can settle a bit. Now, just to let you know about another option, some people like to use Lanacoat Prop and Bottom. It's a lanolin-based grease-like product that, when applied, it makes it difficult for any growth trying to take hold. Now, I've seen mixed results with this, but what I actually like to do is, if I leave my boat in the water at a marina or in one place for a while, I'll actually dive down and apply this stuff underwater over the top of the prop and the shaft and the strut, and it really helps to keep growth off while the boat is sitting there. I often recommend that to people, but just know that if you're underway for a while and the prop's been spinning a lot, it's likely to wear off and you need to reapply it once you get back in one place for a while. Now, just a quick side note, I use all the time Coat's regular formula in a lot of different applications as a really good corrosion inhibitor. It comes in really useful between dissimilar metals, like if you're screwing in stainless steel into aluminum, for example. Or if you've ever had shackles or turnbuckles that have so much corrosion you can't get apart, well, you can prevent that by putting this stuff on first. I love the confidence this stuff gives me knowing I'm not going to have to come back a couple months later to a lot of rust and corrosion for whatever I put this on. Just a quick tip there for you guys. Now, if you end up going with the Coat Barnacle Barrier, make sure to sand all surfaces to bare metal and clean them off really well with a clean cloth with mineral spirits or a thinner. If you get the liquid quart, make sure to stir it up really well, and you'll want to get a nap roller and brush. I'll leave further directions below as well. If you use the can, make sure to shake it good for 2 minutes prior and reshake it some in between coats. Try to hold the can upright and spray from about 10 inches away, back and forth. You want to apply 3 even coats, and you're going to wait for exactly 5 minutes in between each coat. Now you can add some extra bottom paint on top, and that will just give you some extra protection for a longer period of time. Once the bottom paint wears off, then you'll still have the prop coat working good. If you were to just apply the bottom paint directly to the blades, like some people do, it will wear off pretty fast, as bottom paint usually needs a good primer to adhere well. And the Barnacle Barrier acts as that primer, but it also sticks to the prop much better than your regular paint primer. Hopefully that makes sense. Now again, in summary, for the best protection, the prop speed is easily the best option for the best protection for a much longer period of time. But the Coat Barnacle Barrier will work decent for a shorter period of time, and even better if you or a diver apply the Coat prop and bottom on top if your vessel is in one place for a while. I hope this video helped out a bit. Thanks for watching, best of luck to you, and don't forget to subscribe for more boat and yacht work videos. I'll see you in the next one.